Sehen Sie schwarz, Romain. Wir sind zwar beschädigt, aber wir können nicht untergehen.
Herr Kapitän, das Schiff ist aufgerissen vom Bug bis unter die Kommandobrücke. In 2 Stunden stehen die Schiffsschrauben in der Luft.
No damage above the waterline, sir, but the forepeak is flooded to the orlop deck.
3 feet of water in the fireman's passage port side. Additional damage abaft to bulkhead B.
Damage that far aft? Check again. All right, I'll tell him. We're taking water in number 1, 2, and 3 holds, and number 5 and 6 boiler rooms.
Can they shore up?
No, sir. Ripped us like a tin opener.
Tell the chief engineer to start the forward pumps. Wild.
Water in the forepeak, numbers 1 and 2 holds, the mail room, and boiler rooms 6 and 5. That means a gash 300 foot long from there to there, below the waterline. Do you agree?
Yes. Well?
The pumps are keeping the water down in this boiler room, but the first 5 compartments are flooding.
Well, what's the answer?
She's going to sink, Captain.
But she can't sink. She's unsinkable.
She can't float. Look, she could float with any 3 of her first 5 watertight compartments flooded. She could even float with 4 of them gone. But you can't float with all 5 full up.
Yes, but...
These watertight bulkheads here only go as high as E deck. The weight of water in the bow is going to pull her down by the head. So you're going to get the 5th watertight compartment overflowing into the 6th, the 6th into the 7th, and so on as she gets lower. It's a mathematical certainty. With that amount of underwater damage, she can't stay afloat.
How long will she last?
Just trying to work that out now. As far as I can see, she made 14 feet of water in the first 10 minutes after the collision. It's not very fast. She should live another hour and a half. Yes, about that, I think.
There must be no panic.
No.
You'll be careful what you say to the passengers.
Of course. How many people are there on board?
2,200 or more. And room in the boats for... how many?
1,200.
I don't think the Board of Trade Regulations visualized this situation. Do you? Is it hopeless, then?
It appears that the unthinkable has happened. As you know, the ship is designed to stay afloat with any 3 of its first 5 compartments flooded. It would even float if all 5 were gone, torn away completely, but under no circumstances can she be expected to remain afloat with those 5 compartments flooded. The sheer weight of the flooding must inevitably bring her down at the head. Every sort of potential damage was considered in the planning. But who could have anticipated a collision that would leave a gash close to 300 feet long in her side?
Pumps will help, of course.
Temporarily.
How much time do you give us?
At a rough guess, 1 hour, possibly 2.
Gentlemen.
She has taken damage along 300 feet of her starboard side.
Oh, my God.
You have broken one of the cardinal rules of safety. Never turn your broadside to danger. Had we struck the berg head-on, only 1 compartment would have been flooded.
I thought I could avoid hitting the berg altogether, sir.
Not only did you stop your engines, you reversed them. She would have turned much more quickly, the greater her forward motion.
Yes, but the watertight doors were closed immediately after impact. The compartments behind them were sealed.
These watertight bulkheads go up only to E-deck. The weight of the water in the bow will pull her down by the head.
This ship can't sink.
This ship is about 2 hours.
The lifeboats. We have lifeboats. We must launch them at once. Get everyone off the ship.
That won't be entirely possible.
Of course it's possible. We must begin immediately.
You may recall that we have precisely the number of lifeboats required by the British Board of Trade. Seats for 1,200 people.
There's over 2,000 people aboard this ship.
2,230 souls.
Titanic will founder.
But this ship can't sink.
She's made of iron, sir. I assure you, she can.
It's the 5th compartment to be penetrated. If it had been the 3rd or even the 4th. What do you say? We have 2 hours. 2.5 if we're lucky.
She can't sink.
She can't float. You have to go back. Not for much longer.